Warning. Prolonged listening to this show has been known to cause side effects such as excessive winning, making money, getting jacked, and loving life. Tune in at your own risk. And now, without further ado, welcome to The Spencer Clay Show.
What's going on, guys? Spencer Clays here. Welcome to the Spencer Clays Show. Got a bunch of questions lined up today. Got some topics on the agenda. Got my coffee here, so relax, chill out. Throw this in it while you're going to the gym, while you're going to work, whatever it is. But let's just dive into it. So one of the first questions, usually the way the show goes is I have a bunch of questions, hundreds of them on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So I'll kind of comb through, answer the best ones. If you want me to answer a specific question, your best bet is to comment below this video, because usually this is on YouTube. If you're listening to this on Spotify, just go to the YouTube video. But so one of the first question that I got today is, does this work for window washing too? And I think specifically he was talking about Facebook ads. And yeah, so really a lead is a lead. This is something that home service, that's kind of the reason why I branded my business as now we're going into the home service niche, because home service, a lead is a lead. Right, if we're targeting homeowners, so it doesn't really matter if they want a tree cut down, they want their roof cleaned, they want their roof replaced, they want their AC fixed or something. A home service lead is a home service lead. So really anything. We got a bunch of people in my inner circle that do, house washing, window cleaning, car detailing, solar panel cleaning, even boat detailing, and obviously, pressure washing, all that other sort of stuff. Ton of different things. So lead is a lead. Remember that, Facebook ads, if you can get a good solid offer going, doesn't really matter what exactly you offer. Say you're a gym or you're a plumber or whatever it is. If you have a good offer, people are going to take you up on it. So keep that in mind. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, that's kind of all I want to say about that. Next question and next kind of topic is military guys. So we had a guy join the inner circle this week. He was in the Marines. Thank you for his service, whatever, all that stuff. I always hated it when people said that to me, because I did 6 years in the Navy Reserve. Nothing crazy, but we were having a good time talking about it, because the military sucked, at least in my opinion. It was just obviously it's a good thing to do. I still obviously have no regrets. If you're thinking about doing it, definitely it's a solid option. But I will say, it's some of the most rewarding things in life, or some things that you're glad you did. You never want to do it again. I remember that feeling once I climbed Mount Rainier. It's the tallest mountain in our state here. It's over 14,000 feet. It's 2 days. You're walking in ice for hours on end. It's freezing cold. And I remember getting to the top. I was wow, this is incredible. But I never want to fucking do that shit again. So it's just kind of the same experience. Obviously, those are very different, climbing a mountain versus going to boot camp and joining the military. But altogether, there's so many different types of people. And I'm just not one of the types of people that does well under that type of direction. I'm a very innovative, creative person. There's 4 types of energy in business that I was listening to Cole Gordon say the other day. He's there's the innovative person, there's the producer, there's the financer, analytic guy, and then there's the organizer, the person that brings all the people together. So that's your human resources. The producer is the manager, the person that gets things done. The financer, analytics guy, statistics guy, finances, whatever, accounting, and then obviously the innovator, the builder, the person who's got the ideas. That one of our problems, if you wherever you fall on the spectrum there, you are gonna have a hard time thinking about what the other people are doing and stuff. For me, I like to just build. I like to build businesses, and that means I'm not necessarily gonna want to follow direction. I have a very hard time if I see something being done that's stupid. A lot of things in the military are just stupid. They'll have you clean the barracks 10 times a day, or maybe not that many times, but you're cleaning. That is one of the biggest things. If anyone who's been in the military, you clean a lot. That's really one of the biggest things you learn. And a lot of people there though too, they literally teach you not to think. They teach you just to follow orders, which is good for their purposes. But for our purposes, we're building a business. We got to be creative. We got to try and do something. And you can't necessarily follow a B, C path in business. Things are going to go wrong. You got to be able to be flexible. And that's something that a lot of the older military doctrines spoke about, the Sun Tzu's Art of War and stuff. You got to be flexible, you be able to pivot and stuff. But nowadays it's just we're not out of war. So we're just kind of just they're just trying to keep you disciplined, keep all the ducks in a line, keep all the retards from fucking shit up. So it's it's when you're in that situation. So military, I mean, I kind of got off the rails there a little bit, but it's really think about like how you like to do things, and for me it just didn't work. So that's why I got out as soon as I could. And then that kind of leads me to the next topic. We'll kind of continue down that rabbit hole. I was driving past the Domino's the other day, and I was like, that was one of my first jobs. I used to deliver pizza for Domino's until I got fired because, well, my manager lady, she was a bitch. Like, no question about it. I told her I was going to call out. I was like, hey, I will not be here this day. And I just remember like thinking about that now. It's like I'm recording this podcast right now. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I wake up whenever I want to, go to work when I want to. I don't even do very many roofs anymore. Like I got Jonah's doing all the roofs. We're about to hire another guy. Like I'm actually, other people are some subcontract. Yeah, haven't drank enough coffee yet. It's a good break. Subcontracting out all the work now. So, yeah, so it's really nice. Wake up whenever you want, work as much as you want, and like now I'm working on stuff that I really like to do. I love creating content. I love making videos. I love writing, and now I can do all of that stuff. And I'm making 80 times more money than I was back then. I was working for $10 an hour delivering pizza, and on a good night you're making like $60 in tips. So I mean, on a good day you're making like $100 total, or maybe $80 tips if it was like a Super Bowl. So that plus your salary of like 5 hours, like. You're making like $120 a day, and just to get yelled at and have to do all these things. I mean, delivering pizza was chill, don't get me wrong, but like, it's still just super funny that I even had to do that. And my little brother, he actually just got a job at like a grocery store recently, so he's gonna be diving into the workforce. He just graduated high school, and I told my fiance, I was like, that's good. Like sometimes the shittiest jobs can be a blessing in disguise, because if you've never worked a shitty job, you'll never understand, you'll never really be thankful or grateful for the opportunities that you do have. Because now it's like, even if I make only $500 in a day, I'm still like, holy shit, like this would have taken me 5 days to earn. And I say only 500. I don't want to be like, I'm not trying to be braggadocious or anything. Just like when you expand your life, when you really expand your mind and you get money from more people, this is a really big point about business and making money. You just got to get money from more people. The problem with the fucking job is you only have one motherfucker that's giving you a paycheck. Like only one guy. So you're only getting a check from one person, versus like in a given week, we're working with like, I'm selling however many books. I'm working with however many customers doing their roofs. Like on any given week, I have 20 or 30 people that are giving me money, right? You see how that, like, it's almost impossible to make less money when you have more people to give you money. So if anyone's looking to start a business, like, literally just find more people to give you money. That's the biggest secret that I could give you. And so, but yeah, if you're working a shitty job right now, you're not where you want to be. It's fine, dude. Like, it sucks sometimes, but work as hard as you can to get out of that situation. For me personally, I need the back to the wall scenario. Like, I need the gun to my head. Like, I need to quit the job. I never could do like the part-time this, part-time that. I fucking hate it. I need to go all in. So like we have some people in my group and stuff that I work with, like they still have a full-time job and they're just working on weekends. They book up all their jobs, do car detailing or do a couple roofs on the weekends, which is awesome. But for me, I just needed to quit my job. I was like, hey, I'm not going back. I'm going to make this work. If this doesn't work, then what the fuck? Like if I can't make this work, like we're literally just cleaning things. Like we're cleaning windows, cleaning roofs, cleaning gutters. Like it's not that hard. If I can't make this work, then what the fuck? So, so keep that in mind. Like, know what you are, know how you operate. Like, if you are the balls to the wall type person like me, where you need to just get after it, quit your fucking job, man. Quit it right now. Go start working. You're gonna get it's gonna be uncomfortable, which is the point. Like, you're never gonna grow when things are comfortable in life. Like, the best example is just going to the gym. Like, if you're just going to the gym and you're just doing a couple curls with 5-pound weights, you're not breaking a sweat, like, you're comfortable, you're just chilling, like, you're not gonna fucking grow. You need to be out there slinging the freaking 130s on the dumbbells on the bench, slinging those around. That's gonna make you grow. So let's move on from that topic about shitty jobs and stuff. We'll dive into it later. And then, so from there, how many doors should I knock was another very common question. The last job that I did was over a week ago, where we filmed a video. We went door to door. So if you haven't watched that video, it should be the video right before this one about going door to door. So we knocked on we had a quote to do that day, and the person ended up not going with it just right off the bat. So then we hit the pavement. Because we had another person cancel. Usually I like to set up at least 1 or 2 quotes a day. Obviously we'll set up jobs. Like right now this week, we're booked up all week because I like to schedule. But sometimes, a job falls through the cracks and you have an empty day. So then I was like, fuck it, let's just hit the doors, hit the pavement. So for the question, how many doors should I knock is a good one. And I would look at it from however many it takes. That's the simple answer. However many fucking doors it takes. If you are in a situation where you need to make money, if I was in that situation, if I needed to make money, let's say for some reason I was going to get evicted today, unless I made $500, I would make $500. I would go out, I would knock 300 doors if I needed to. And that's how I started. When I first started, I literally had just a shitty pressure washer and no money. I was like, I need to make this work. This isn't an option. And so I went out and knocked doors. And on my first day of knocking doors, I landed a job on the 3rd door that I knocked, which is crazy because that's never happened again. And so it kind of fucked up my perspective a little bit, because then the next day I was going door to door and I got some more other jobs. But then a week later, the jobs dried up and I was like, this should be easy. What's going on? Now I know, now that I've done door to door so many more times, I know it's just a numbers game. Some days you're in a good neighborhood, some days you're not. And I don't go door to door very often. Obviously, I probably do it just a few times a year for content, because I want to show you guys, how easy it is. You're just getting more people to give you money. So my favorite is obviously Facebook ads, because my favorite example or my favorite metaphor is door to door is you're looking for the needles in the haystack, right? But when you're running an ad, you are a magnet for all the needles to come to you. They're going to come to you. So it's so much better. Would you rather be looking through every freaking haystack, or have the needles just take a magnet? So much better, right? And we're using technology, using artificial intelligence, because Facebook has a humongous algorithm where they know what people are more likely to do. If you clean a neighbor's house, the Facebook ad is probably gonna pop up for the neighbor too. So really cool. But yeah, door knocking. And that's the last point I'll say about that is, if you are on the fence about, should I use door knocking, should I use Facebook ads, should I use Google, I usually look at it, in 3 steps. So if you have no time, or if you have no money, you should be knocking doors. If you have no money, you have time, right? You should not be broke and have no time. Then something's very fucking wrong. But if you have time, you probably have no money. So I would go out, knock doors. If you have money but no time, because you're working a job, whatever, or you're busy, that's when you should be spending your money to earn back your time. This is what all rich people know. Rich people know they need to spend money to save themselves time. That's why I have several mentors right now. I've spent $40,000 getting mentorship so I can have people tell me exactly where I need to go next. It saved me a lot of fucking time, because if let's say you're in a mentorship program or wherever, and let's say where you want to go, you want to get from A to B, and let's say for this example, A to B is $10,000. I remember when my goal was to make $10,000 a month, I was like, if I could just make $10,000, that'd be awesome. Then it was $20,000. Now it's now we're chasing $30,000 a month consistently. Want to hit that. So I'm getting to those steps. So but let's just say for this example, it's $10,000. So if getting to $10,000 takes you 6 months by yourself, what happens if you have someone else to show you how to do it and it only takes you a month? You just save yourself 5 months of time. And now those 5 times 10,000, now you're making that's $50,000 that you really just saved yourself, and that you're actually making more of. You see what I'm saying there? So speeding things up with money is always the best option if you can. And that kind of goes back with Facebook advertising. So for me, I don't spend time knocking doors. I don't waste my time. My time is very valuable. So I use Facebook ads. I'm spending $20-$30 a day. We're getting jobs, 2-3 jobs a day sometimes. It's crazy. This week, I think we're doing, I have to check with Jonah. I don't even know the schedule because I'm not doing the jobs. It's awesome. But what was I going to say next? Yeah, the next thing on the agenda is Angie's and Yelp. Next door, all these lead gen companies. Yeah, these guys I get this question a lot too. Yeah, Angie's List, Yelp, Thumbtack, all those things suck. They are trash. I've seen people spend $75 for a lead before. Right now, I'm getting leads for $5. I'm getting leads for $5 fucking. That means for $40 or $35, I've gotten 6 or 7 leads. And even if just one of those people closes for $40, and we close a job for $400, that's a lot of money. We made our money back, and I hope we close a lot more than that. But anyways, the point is you need to take control of your own marketing. And all these companies, they're taking advantage of you because you've not learned the skill. They have the customers, they have the leads. Not that they're great leads or anything, but they have it, and that they're gonna penalize you for the fact that you don't know how to do it. So you're gonna pay either way. You're gonna pay out your ass, or you're gonna have to pay to learn the skill. So that's kind of something you got to keep in mind with marketing. You got to figure marketing out, dude. You got to either pay someone else to do it, or you got to pay to learn the skill. So it's gonna take something to learn either way. I've learned it. I put the investment in years ago, and it's one of the best decisions I ever made. Was like getting really good at ads, getting really good at Facebook ads. It's been awesome. So next couple little questions more about like videos. How do I set up my videos? So right now I'm just literally just recording on iPhone. This microphone plugs in through like a USB to like the iPhone adapter. It's weird. I don't know. But I use my iPhone 13 Pro on a tripod. That's like all I do. I have like the drone and stuff. I also had a GoPro. I don't use it. Just use the iPhone. If you're making content, dude, just start whatever's easiest to do. So the same thing with the gym. Like whatever's the easiest for you to start working out, just go do that. Join the closest gym to you. Start doing something really close. Make it really easy to do. So for me, I just got a cheap $40 tripod at Walmart. Threw up my iPhone. Boom, good to go. Next question. Actually, I don't think that's the last questions. Now we got some topics that I kind of wanted to go into. So here's some just like kind of sales stuff. And this is like when people are, because I had a couple of people asking me how I do quotes and stuff, and how do I get their address? Do I call them? How do I go from like getting a message and then getting a booked job? So for me, I just have like such confidence. Like I know I've cleaned over 1,000 roofs. I know that I know exactly what to do. I got the balls to just be like, hey, so as soon as they like message me like, hey, when can we get this done? I'll just say, cool, whereabouts are you located? And they'll say like, they'll either just give me their address right off the bat, or they'll be like, oh, I'm up in Silver Lake. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, if you want to shoot me your address real quick, I can take a look on Google Maps, or potentially we can get you set up with a quote and go from there. I immediately just pretty much ask for the address, so then I can kind of see how big the house is, or I'll just ask for the address. But usually the best way is to be like, hey, what's your address, so I can look at Google Maps and get you guys set up with a quote. And boom, that seals the deal right there, because then you have their address, you can go over, you can give them a quote, worst case, and you just got to ask for it too. Like same with like, I remember like doing sales and like with like fitness training and stuff, and you're supposed to like DM like all these people, and it sucked, and you had to be like, oh, is it okay if we can hop on a call, or is it okay if we do this? Now it's like if we're DMing, or if you're talking to me now, I'm just gonna be like, what's your phone number? Let's go. Like if you're ready to go, like let's fucking go. I'm not gonna like beat around the bush like, oh, is it okay if I like ask for your address? It's like, no, if you got some good shit, like I know I got a good program, I got a good inner circle group. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Or if we're cleaning your roof, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. So just ask for the address, or if you're talking to a girl, bro, just ask for her number. Don't be like, oh, is it okay if I can, hey, what's your number? How's it going? Like simple. So next topic, Oliver Anthony and Matt Rife, two excellent examples of the one thing away. You are one video away. You are one job away from changing your life. I don't know if you guys have seen Oliver Anthony. He's the guy with like the red beard singing with his guitar, the redneck guy. Very good song. Definitely check it out. It's like the most viral trending video right now. It's got like 20, 30 million views or something. Really good. And like, just think about that. You can see, if you watch that video, you can see like years of work just boil down to one little short video. And now he's like world famous. I just think that's so cool. And literally like later that day that I saw that video, I saw another video about Matt Rife. And now, because obviously he's like the comedian, he's got like 15 million followers on TikTok. Huge. And he had posted like one of his first videos on TikTok like just a year ago in like summer of 2022. He was at like a comedy festival. He posted a video, boom, goes 30 million views, viral. Like overnight, he gets millions of followers. Like before that, he had been struggling to sell out. Like he'd make like $100 a night for tickets for his shows. He was doing shows for years. Overnight, he's now sold out his like worldwide tour. 600,000 tickets were sold like in like 48 hours, like sold out. Crazy. So think about that anytime. And I've seen this before, like when I started my business or whenever I'm doing a new venture, and it's like that first job, once it hits, and then the neighbor wants it, then this Facebook ad campaign takes off, then you get a referral. Sometimes you are just one job away. We got some guys in my group that posted like they got an $1,800 job. One guy got a $4,800 job, like a pressure washing contract, like $4,800, just like boom. Like now your life is changed. Like things are different now. Once you can make that much money from a single job, it's like, so keep that in mind, bro. Keep those guys in mind. Like you are just one fucking thing away. Like do not stop. If you are close, or if you've been doing whatever you've been doing for a while, just keep fucking going, man. I think in the power of this internet now, like things can change so quickly. It's so cool. So, some more, safety questions, safety devices. Yes. So I use like the roof anchor from Home Depot. Pretty simple. I get a lot of questions about this. I think because maybe other parts of the country, they don't have the roof anchors. It's basically an eye bolt of metal that people put on the top of their roof. And we have a lot of them up here, so it's not like a big thing. But apparently, maybe you guys don't have them, but you literally can anchor up to people's roofs out here. Because I mean, we have a bunch of shitty trees that are like falling needles and stuff. And it's like, I can tell I need some more coffee. Yeah, so roofs are kind of designed to be cleaned out here. That's probably worth mentioning. But yeah, I mean, you can go to Home Depot, get a roof anchor kit. Pretty simple. Another thing, as far as safety, get a good ladder stabilizer, the metal bar that like connects to the roof instead of the gutters. It's gonna be a lot better. Rope up when you need to. Obviously, get good boots. Walk very assuredly, careful. And get a longer brush too is another really important thing that I just discovered this year. I don't know, I've been doing this for years and I just discovered getting a longer brush. You can go to Home Depot, get an 18-foot, 24-foot brush. It's like fucking huge. So you can sit on the ground and clean roofs now, or you can sit on the ladder and clean the very peak, or you can sit on the peak of the roof and you got a 24 fucking foot thing, so you can easily clean just about anything. Huge hack. And I guess, I don't know, I didn't point out where I'm wearing my kimono today because we were talking about military stuff. So I was like, oh, this is like the only cool thing that I got when I was in the military. We went to Thailand, so got this. Sick. But yeah, so more things. So yeah, safety. And that kind of just falls into the topic of like stuff that you'll figure out very quickly. Like I have a bunch more videos on it, so check those out if you got any questions. But like that's just like the minutia details. The first most important thing on your agenda is getting paid, getting some fucking money in your pocket. So don't worry about all that other stuff. If it happens, it happens. You can ask that question then. But like a lot of people are asking, like most questions in general though, it's people asking things that doesn't even matter. Like that's probably not going to happen. Like things are like, so just getting after it, dude. I'd say that and I mean it. Like you literally need to just do it. And then, cause like I remember I had so many questions when I first started too. But like, even to this day, some of those things never even happened. So it would have been a waste of time for me to ask the question. So that's, anyways, let's move on. Do more door knocking videos. That was kind of another recurring theme. Yeah, people like the door knocking. I mean, door knocking is fun. It's kind of like fishing. You don't know what's behind this door. You don't know if you're going to get a fish on the next cast. It can be a lot of fun. It can be really frustrating though if you're not getting anything. But it's a great way to make money. And I think it is really inspiring to learn that, you don't need anything. When I was working, I had my shitty Toyota Corolla. Because people are like, oh, I don't have a truck yet. Well, it's like, well, if you park around the corner and you're knocking doors, they're not going to see what you're driving anyways. It doesn't matter. Like if you can provide them the result, it doesn't matter what car you drive. So keep that in mind. And then, yeah, because people are like, oh, do you think it might help you close more deals if you had your own company uniform? They loved the shorts and my t-shirt. I was literally just wearing shorts and a t-shirt and Vans, and I was making money. People don't care. No one really cares about that shit if you can get the result done. I think people just overestimate what we're doing here. At the very essence, we're cleaning gutters, we're cleaning roofs, we're cleaning windows. People do not expect us to have a Harvard degree and showing up in a suit, right? Not a big deal. So don't fucking worry about it. If you can I'm sure if you got a uniform, it'd be cool. It probably would help, but I don't know. I've never had one. That hasn't helped me too much. So, and then the last thing, I know something you don't. That was kind of a note that I made. I know if I go out and just start taking action, I will win. I know this for a fact because I've done it so many times. And that's a lot of people's problem. They don't have confidence. They don't know if they can do this because they've never done it before. I made a short little TikTok about this, but we'll just speak on this last topic. It's totally okay if you don't know how to do these things, if you're not confident, if you don't know things. And this goes for anything in life because for me, I'm still trying to hit other things. I'm trying to do all sorts of things. And I'm not good at certain things. I'm just getting into Google SEO for my business and helping guys and clients doing their SEO, people in the inner circle. We're doing it's a lot of stuff. So I'm still learning that. And it's kind of frustrating, especially when you are a confident person. It's kind of weird when you don't know things, but you got to get used to it, bro. You just got to put your ego aside. Your ego is just tells you you're good. And that could be helpful sometimes, but you got to know when to shut it off. You got to know when to be able to listen. And that's another point too. The best leaders are also good followers. So you got to be able to listen to people. And that's why, I've had so many coaches, mentors, and leaders in my life, and I've listened to them. I'm always very attentive, see what I can learn from them. You don't want to let your ego ever get in the way, especially if someone else is talking. Who was it that said? It's from How to Win Friends and Influence People, but he's everybody is an expert at something, or everyone knows something that I don't, was kind of what he was saying. Was one of the people in there. It was one of the presidents, dude. It was but you got to remember, dude, you got to listen, glean information from everyone you can, put your ego aside. And if you go out, dude, and you do these things, you will win. It's just a matter of time. You got to change your mentality from oh, if that's going to work, if I can do this, if I get a job, if, no more ifs. Just when I do this, when I get that job, when I make the money, when I do this, it's going to be awesome. So go out, bro, make that money. Let's get after it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Of course, if you got any other questions, leave a comment down below, and we will dive into that next week or whenever I answer it. We will see. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to the Spencer Clay Show. That's all for now. See you in the next episode. Peace.